And also, you were a Seth girly from the OC, and now you're reformed, and you've realised that we're all here to try and fix Ryan.
Yeah, and I do think I could fix Ryan. Do you know what I mean? I think, like, even to this day, I could help.
He doesn't want to punch people. He doesn't want to.
He doesn't
he
want to.
has
It's just
to.
that he doesn't know what to do with his hands, and I know what he can do with his hands. Do you know what I mean?
Hello, it's Wilko Courts. Welcome back to the podcast. Thank you so much. Now, remember, if you like these videos, you've got to actually give them a thumbs up, and also comment below with all of your thoughts and feelings. We love to reply. Courts, I messaged her last night, and I just said, we're doing the pod tomorrow. What are we going to talk about? And she just wrote, Timothée. And we all know, just like the word Madonna, Timothée is all we need to know that is the Chalamet.
So you call him Timothée Chalamet, but
that's
think
what
it's
he
Timothy,
calls himself,
right? But everyone else calls him Timothy, right?
Technically, his name is Timothée. That is what his family call him.
All right. Well, I'm going to call him Timmy, okay? Because I don't want to upset anyone with the pronunciation situation.
That's his rapper name.
Timmy?
Yeah.
Is that from SNL?
No. Well, the rapping from SNL is phenomenal. But no, he in his theatre school did some sort of rap that went sort of semi-viral.
Oh,
and
I remember
now
that.
it's on the internet. Now it's on the internet now because he's now famous.
Of course.
And it exists forever.
Of course. So Timmy is, if you don't know who Timothée Chalamet is, he's an actor. It would be crazy if you don't know who he is. The gays and the girls love him. And like he's just the hot shot at the moment, isn't he? I'm trying to compare him to someone from like the 2000s. He's kind of like a more talented Chad Michael Murray. Like,
oh my God, I was just about to say Chad Michael Murray. We are so connected.
Because he was such the hot guy, right? Like we were just obsessed. And then we all grew up and we were like, wait, Nathan Scott was the hot one. Like, how did we miss that? That was a crazy
I never
time.
missed it. I never missed it.
Do you know what? I actually don't think I missed it, but I think I was convinced by everyone else that Chad Michael Murray was hotter because of the blonde hair. But actually, I always thought dark-haired boys were more attractive. And that's no offense to you or my husband, you light-haired boys.
We have the same hair color. And also, you were a Seth girly from the OC, and now you're reformed, and you've realised that we're all here to try and fix Ryan.
Yeah, and I do think I could fix Ryan. Do you know what I mean? I think, like, even to this day, I could help.
He doesn't want to punch people. He doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to. It's just that he
to.
doesn't know what to do with his hands, and I know what he can do with his hands. Do you know what I mean? I can teach him.
You're a mother.
So, I know, calm down. Anyway, I was watching a bit of the OC the other day, just like Wine Mum Club.
Why not?
And we were just like really screaming at the TV, we can fix you. Anyway, this is not about Ryan or Seth or the Scott brothers. This is about Timmy. Timmy is the hot thing right now. Timmy, not for me, because he looks like I could be his mother. Like he's got such a beautiful baby face.
Yeah. And
I want to take care of him in a different way, like feed him and give him water bottles.
Yeah.
But people love him. He's made a lot of headlines over the last few years for the choices that he's made in his films, and he also got on stage recently and was like, I want to be the greatest. I want to win everything. I want to be the greatest actor of all time.
I don't understand why people come for him for that. Like,
Do they come for him?
Yeah, people really came for him. It was very split, like the rest of the world. Everyone was, either side of a thing. We can't just sort of see an argument from both sides. That would kill us.
Yeah, that would.
But he got up and he said he wanted to be the greatest, and he's trying to be great at something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't understand that, because that's literally all that people in sports do. Like they go, I'm going to train every day to be the best at something.
Yeah,
and they say 100%. It all the time, and we just go, no, that's okay. But this guy's go, this is my art. This is what I'm obsessed with. This is my basketball. This is my netball. And
weird choice.
And he wants to be the best at it. And I just don't understand. And I just don't understand why people hated him so much for it. I think for a lot of people, because they don't understand the love that a lot of groups of people, young and old, love the Timothée Chalamet. So they just want to come for him for any reason, and that was a good one. Because it could sound a little bit braggy unless you actually listen to what he said.
I also think like Australians in particular would have been bent out of shape for that because of the tall poppy syndrome. Whereas Americans are like, they're like, go make your bread, baby. But yeah, I guess I understand people obviously thought there was an arrogance to it. I quite liked that he said it because at the end of the day, like when we were doing radio, we weren't doing it to be like mediocre. We wanted to get the big gig. We never did. And that's why we have this podcast here on YouTube. But, you know, we were fine, but we weren't the best. And maybe it was because we didn't say we're going to be the best on the stage.
We weren't trying to be mediocre, but that's just where we landed.
Exactly. Okay? Sometimes that happens.
It wasn't for a lack of trying.
So Timmy has made headlines again in the last few days, and it is because of what he has said about Parenthood. I don't know if you've seen this at all, Wilko?
No.
Okay. So I was like, oh, my God, what has he done? Because he is famously dating and quite controversially dating Kylie Jenner. A lot of people, because of Timmy being, you know, wanting to be the greatest actor and being into his art and everything, a lot of people are a bit like, and Kylie, what's that about? But like, weirdly, they're the same age, like they're the same ilk, which to me, they don't seem it. She somehow seems a lot older than him. And
well, because she was like a prodigy in the business world and sort of pushed out there so young that she's been around in the zeitgeist for so long that everyone just thinks that she's much older. But no, they are the same ilk. And I just don't, again, anyone who dates a Kardashian is going to get shade.
Well, true. So true. Like, and oh my gosh, sorry. It just hit my microphone. The other thing about Kylie is that she has 2 kids to her ex, Travis Scott, and she had them very young. So she is only 28 now, but her kids, I think she was only like 22 and maybe 24 or something when she had them. So she was quite young. So I think everyone thinks she's a lot older than she is, but she just had her babies young. She's obviously no longer with their dad. She's with Timmy. And she's been with Timmy for almost 3 years, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's lasting. There's been rumors about breakups and stuff, but it does mean that he's stepdaddy at this point, right? Like I never had stepdads. You did. We won't talk about that. But like that's a whole world that people have to be involved in. There's kids in a relationship, right? And I think
it's complicated for the mum. It's complicated for the step parent. It's complicated for the kids.
Yeah.
No matter how good the step parent could be, the kids are generally going to push back. You know, like there's a lot of different feelings and emotion in it, so it is very, very complicated and probably made worse so that these kids would be growing up in a very different world than you and I grow up in. You know what I mean?
They are famous before they even know what famous is. They are growing up in front of everyone. They're growing up maybe a little too fast. You think about like the other Jenner Kardashian kids, and when you look at Northwest, Kim's oldest, you just like she's only 12 or something, but she looks 18.
God.
Like these kids, it would be so rough on them, and that's a whole different thing. But Timmy is obviously a stepdaddy, and he has spoken about having kids of his own with Vogue, and the comments have made people mad. And I just think, can everyone calm the fuck down? Are you kidding? So Timmy has said, this is how BuzzFeed wrote it, which of course, BuzzFeed's going to make it sound like so much worse than it is. The Vogue writer noted that Timmy recalled watching someone he refused to name bragging about not having kids and how much it afforded them to do other stuff in an interview. Now, since then, people have made speculation that he's talking about Seth Rogen, who famously does not have kids with his partner or wife. I can't remember if they ever got married or not. And they famously speak about being child-free and loving it, and he does his pottery on the side, and they've got lots of time to smoke marijuana.
Yeah, he does his pot and his pottery. He loves it.
Yes, pot. So Timmy and his friend who were watching the interview together turned to each other like, holy shit, oh my God, bleak is what has been quoted that Timmy has said, that he has said that it's bleak to think that way about other kids, like about other people having kids. The author noted that while Timmy acknowledged that some people can't have children or are never in a position to, he believes that procreation is the reason we're here.
Okay.
So
can't deny that fact. Without procreation.
Yeah. We're not here, right?
I guess.
So the article goes on, perhaps unsurprisingly, Timmy's comments have sparked a wave of backlash online. And you know what? You say unsurprisingly, but still, every day I'm surprised by what people can be mad about. I'm every day I sit here and I think, really? Is this what we're choosing to be mad about today? People are dying, Kim, and that has never been more of a beautiful sentence to use. Not only are we talking about a Jenner offshoot, but people are dying, Kim. Unsurprisingly, Timmy's comments, blah, blah, blah. Easy sentiment to hold when you're not the one cranking the baby out of your own body, one person said, while another user echoed, if I were a man and I didn't actually have to give birth to the child myself, the thought of having children would be a much easier decision. One person pointed out, easy sentiment when you don't have to worry about the world you're bringing children into because you're protected by your privilege, fame and wealth. And another user echoed, and being privileged enough that having a baby doesn't consume all of your time and money. Such a gross take. Huge turnoff, like I'll never see him the same way again.
Oh, I love this. I really, really love it. People are feeling their feelings, and as always, they're feeling them on the internet. Now,
They are feeling them.
so this will be a shock to everybody. I'm not a woman, and I can't bear children. And I think even with your two pregnancies, not to mention all my other friends who have had kids, like every time that, and you and I spent a lot of time with both of your pregnancies.
Oh, yeah.
Together, talking way too much time. And you told me all the ins and outs. And like I would say to you all the time, I'm like, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you would want to do it. I don't know why you have a creature growing in your body right now. It's incredible, and it's mystical to me, and I don't understand how it happens. And then even after that, all the stuff that you've had to do to like just get your body to like play ball again, like to just like to get your body to just go, okay, now we might feel a little bit normal, maybe?
Normal-ish?
Question mark.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, and then your brain's like, let's make another one. Like, it's insanity, the stuff that happens to a woman's body. Now, in saying that, Timmy is talking about himself. Now, when Timmy talks about himself and his direct family, that's because he's talking about himself. He's not attacking you.
No.
His comments, they're not about you.
No.
They're about him and his family that will be a blended family. So I just think everyone needs to chill and just remember that not every comment is attacking you directly, because he's doing an interview with, did you say it was Variety?
This is Vogue.
Oh, Vogue. Oh. So he's doing an interview with Vogue, and all of a sudden people are coming out of the woodwork. Now, I don't know if the backlash is as bad as all the articles make it seem to, because sometimes if it's a slow news day, the media outlets are going to jump on a few comments from Twitter or the threads or TikTok or whatever. Someone made a video going, listen here, Timmy, you and your privilege. He is a privileged guy. He come from a pretty privileged household, like pretty middle of the road, and then he worked his ass off.
With a name like Timothée Chalamet, I'm pretty sure there was some privilege.
And he's worked his ass off. No one can deny that. And now he's got himself to a place of privilege. Now that is a double-edged sword, because it comes with the privilege that he has isn't just, he's got a lot of wealth, but no one knows who he is. He has all of this other side of it, a complete other life that a lot of normies like you and I are quick to go, well, he chose this life and now he gets to be accosted every time he wants to go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
They've got their own issues. Now, I'm not defending rich people, because ultimately their life is great for many, many reasons.
You just said, I love billionaires. billionaires, and trillionaires. I love them. Love.
And Timothée dating a Kardashian, look, I can see how all of that feels like, is it PR? Is it real? Who can, like all of this stuff, anyone who dates someone, like two famous people, when they start dating, everyone goes, I don't know, is this real? But let's be honest, who else is going to meet Timothée and he go, you know what? This chick's not after my money.
True. She's already billionaire status. But also, I have a theory on the Kardashian Jenner situation and their dating. My theory is that they decide who is hot in the zeitgeist, because they grab them and then they make them hot, right? And so for a long time there, they were all like very, very tall black men, very big, tall black men.
Yes.
Then they went and they all started dating skinny white boys, like Travis Barker. To be fair, Courtney wasn't always in on the trend because she was with Scott for so long. But like Travis Barker, Pete Davidson, and Timothée all at the same time in that family. They're controlling. This is my one conspiracy that I'm going to be into, is that there's some weird manipulation of the media there.
The theme at Christmas was bring your skinny white boyfriend to Christmas.
Yes, 100%. And now look, he's talking about having kids, and he's going, oh God, I did all this because it was bring your skinny white boy to Christmas at the Jenner Kardashian family. But I just look, just like what you said. He's allowed to want kids, and he's allowed to think that it's bleak if you don't have kids. Now, I have kids, and sometimes on the weekends, and when my children are old enough, and this is on the internet, so it's forever, baby. But when my children are old enough and you see this, I want you to know Mummy loves you more than anything in the whole world. But there are days where we sit on the couch at the end of a very long day and we say to ourselves, well, what did we used to do? Because before we had kids, what were we doing? I have no idea. We were just farting around. We were doing nothing. And I would kill to go back to that sometimes. I really would, because I wasted so much of my goddamn 20s just sitting around hungover watching movies when I could have been out there living my life. And then you get into your 30s and you got these kids and you can't do anything because you're just at their beck and call, and that's fine. It's great. But you change, your whole entire perspective on life changes when you have a kid. I know it's wanky, whatever. You won't know it until you know it. And the people who choose to be child-free, that's fine, because you made up your mind that that's how you wanted your life to play out. There's a lot of women in the world who would love to hear a young, strapping lad say that they want to procreate. Are you kidding? He's going home and Kylie's like, let's do it now then, babe. That's amazing. Like, I can't believe you're just out there speaking freely like that. When I know of friends who are on Tinder and these men with like neck tattoos of their, ex-girlfriends' names can't commit to a second date. She's like got a great man right here. Like, she's got a great man. Let him want kids. Let that happen for other people. Don't take everything so fucking personally. Anyway, it's whatever. Like, this is so dumb. I brought this, I realized that, but it just made me so mad. It just like riled me up so much because I was like, why? It's like any movement, right? Mm-hmm. There's always these like loud minority of any movement. And now there's even a loud minority for the child-free movement, which to me is just so weird because I thought you could just like choose not to have kids or choose to have kids. Like, I didn't think it needed to be politicized.
The problem is now, like we said before, people feel attacked about anything. And there are a lot of people who decide to not want to have kids, and that is absolutely their decision.
Go for it.
The problem is their decision is now being questioned. And a lot of the times it's by conservatives or people who are very right-wing who say that your reason to be on this planet is to procreate, right? So that has been huge rhetoric in the MAGA camps, and now people feel like they have to defend not having kids. Here's the thing. You don't have to defend not having kids because you just don't have them. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't have them. And if you're and I can understand for the people who don't want kids to be asked maybe at a lot of functions or family barbecues.
When are you having
guys
kids?
Thinking about having kids?
La, 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 la.
And
Yeah.
And look, and to that I can kind of understand to a point because for many years I was the person going to barbecues and people would say to me, and do you have a wife? And I would say, oh, no.
Yeah, her name's Courts. We don't have sex and we choose not to live in the same house, and she has kids with another man.
And that lavender marriage works for us.
It's a beautiful lavender marriage. I love it.
But, and there was a long time there that your daughter and I thought that we were married. So
Yes. Wilko is mummy's boyfriend, and then daddy is mummy's husband.
There you go. See, it all works out. But I understand that when you're
lives.
I understand that when you're at a barbecue or you're in a social setting and someone asks you a question like that, and then you have to feel awkward for a second and then go, oh no, I don't want children. Or in my case, it's, oh no, I'm a big gay.
Yeah.
I can understand how you can feel a little bit awkward, but guess what? That's just life. You have to answer the same questions over and over again. Yeah. Just like when people go, and what do you do for work? Like, I seriously met some people on the weekend and I had to answer that question. So like, and you just go,
YouTube.
And you know what? I don't even care anymore. I used to be like, oh, I do YouTube. And I'm like, oh, I make videos on the internet. And you can take that however you want.
Sounds. I'm going to say, to wrap this up, I want to say, you make a great point. These people who have chosen to be child-free are probably in these environments where they're being asked about it all the time, and they're sick of being asked about it, and I get that. And then, of course, in the sense of like America, it is very, conservative at the moment, and they're trying to make women just like back in the kitchen. So that totally sucks. But this is where the line in the sand needs to be drawn. You read something that a celebrity said in an interview on the internet, and you made it about yourself. Now that's on you. Going to a barbecue and having bloody Auntie Joan ask you for the 15th time if you're going to have kids, and you having to be like, Joan, I took my uterus out. It's never going to happen. Just stop asking. That is about you. Timmy was not talking about you specifically. He was talking about how he wants to have children, probably with his long-term partner who already has kids and knows what she's doing. And those kids will grow up privileged. And it may not be the greatest life, but they're never going to want for anything. They are never going to be without anything. They can live that way. Let them have as many freaking babies as they want. Let them have as many nannies as they want. You have chosen what you're going to do. Tell Auntie Joan. Don't tell the freaking internet. It's not about you. It's about Timmy. Can we just talk about Timmy?
I feel like what we need to install is just something that when someone writes a comment, just with AI now, if they make it about themselves, the instant reply just needs to be, it's not about you.
I love it.
Just instantly.
I love it.
Honestly, with all the technology we have now, we know we can make that possible. So someone tippy-tappy, put the code in, the zeros and ones.
Yeah.
And just make that shit happen.